The purpose of this video is to show you how to link your My Math Lab course into your Canvas course. Now you can see maybe that I've cross-listed two of my pre-calculus classes, and I'm just noticing my little picture on there says trig, and I probably need to change that. Do that at a different time. But I have two identical trig courses. I mean, they're on different days, but as far as content goes and what I'm doing each week, they're identical. So I went ahead and cross-listed those. If you plan on cross-listing, I would suggest that you do that before you link your My Math Lab into Canvas. All right, so I'm gonna jump into my Canvas course for pre-calc. And the first thing you wanna do is make sure you have your My Lab and Mastering link over here on the side navigation. If you don't, just quickly jump into settings, hit navigation in the middle of that thread across the top, and then just find your My Math Lab tab down here in the bottom and drag it up, or move anything you want, right? At this point, this is your chance to rearrange. Just don't forget when you're done to hit save down at the bottom. All right, once you have that My Lab and Mastering link, when you click on it, you're gonna get a page that looks like this. Now I am on my iPad to create this video, and it always asks me about cookies and pop-ups and all kinds of things that doesn't happen on my laptop. So you probably won't see that if you're on a laptop. Once you get here, you're gonna hit the Get Started tab, and at this point it's gonna look a lot like if you went ahead and copied the original pre-calc shell that we shared earlier in the summer. It's gonna look kind of the same here. I'm going to copy an existing course, so I'm gonna click this gray button. If you are, for the first time ever, copying, you could type in the course ID here. Now, I currently have two different pre-calc shells. The first one, this Math 187 pre-calc shell, is the one that was created, it just has a bunch of homework assignments that align to the notes for our new text. So there's that. Well, I took that and copied it and made my own personal shell and called it Lisa's Math 187 course shell. And this is where I edited all my due dates. I changed my late settings. I like students to be able to turn things in late with a 10% per day deduction, so I can avoid students crying about why they need an extension on their homework. It's always available. They're just getting deducted 10% per day. So I went ahead and edited my personal settings in this shell course here. And that's the one I'm gonna copy into my Canvas course. So I'm not sure, you might be just doing it from the pre-calc shell and going from there, or you might be doing it from your own. So just be aware of which one you want to pick. So I'm gonna go back. Here I am, I'm selecting from my existing course list. So I wanna pick, I guess I could have grabbed the course ID, but I'm gonna pick one of my older courses. It's taken a little while. Now, over the course of time, doing stuff for this class, I've copied it several times just for different videos. And for some reason, when I go to delete, it just replicates. It's like gremlins. I have so many of these now. It's a little confusing. That should not be your problem, right? You're gonna have one, whatever copy that you've done, but I'm pretty sure, hopefully, the one I want is this one. This is the one that I have created. Now, when I first copied it, I just made an instructor use course. That's what made it completely mine. And then I went in and edited. This time, I'm gonna do a student use course because this is where I want my students to join. It's gonna be linked in Canvas. The whole purpose is for my students. So this time when I name this, I'm gonna name it Math 187 Fall 22. And it's my only, my classes are cross-listed. So I don't have another Math 187 that students are going to be joining. If you decide not to cross-list your courses and you're going to have two separate Math 187 Math Lab courses, then you probably want to include the section number here or the time or whatever it is that will help you know which one's which. So again, if you're going to create two separate 187 courses, then you need to be more specific in how you name that so that you know which one you're looking at when you're in My Math Lab. I don't care about the description, but my start date, I'll just have be this Friday. That's the week of accountability start. And then my end date, I'm going to have it be at the end of December. It gives me a little bit of a cushion. And then I'm going to allow instructors to copy, and then I just hit create. And it'll take a few minutes. You'll get an email, and by a few minutes, it usually, I mean, it's not fast, but it's not usually 3 hours. So when it's done, you'll get a little email that says it's done, and then we'll talk about how you can look at the grades and the assignments and enter that all into the modules in Canvas in the next video.